Okay, we're back now. Sorry for that little blip there. We had some issues with our microphone, but now we're good to go. Welcome back, everybody, to the Yavin Base stream. My name is Endless, and you're watching the Las Vegas Open 2022 here, live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome back, everybody. Hopefully, our internet's going to perform a little better this round. We'll just keep our fingers crossed. But here we go. We've got Ryan Leedy representing the Rebel Alliance versus Dustin Foran representing the Separatist Alliance. And we've got a really humdinger of a set of battle cards here. We've got Sabotage, the Moisture Evaporators, Hemmed In, and Rapid Reinforcements coming up in this game between the Rebel Alliance and the Separatist Alliance. And let's go over the list. Let's take a look at the lists that we're going to get on this game. You can always type red list and blue list to see the each type of list that we've got here. As those have been spammed now in the chat. So as you can see, we've got Ryan Leedy from the Rebels plus our blue player. He's got an 11 activation, Wookiee Warriors with double buses. The buses are crazy fit up. They're Backworld Medic, Unorthodox Tactician, Shriv, and Heavy Laser. So you've got a support bus in the back, and you've got a ramming bus with a comms jammer and a reckless driver in the front, an AA5 speeder truck with an orthodox tactician, reckless driver, heavy laser, and comm jammer. So you've got double bus going on here. No big guns, just two heavy laser retrofits. You've also got the R2-D2 threat, as always, and it's blue hemmed in, so R2-D2 has options to progress here forward. You've also got Shriv to drop that suppression on R2-D2, so R2-D2 can stay hidden by inconspicuous. So there's a lot of good stuff there that can be done for our Rebel player here, Ryan Leedy. Meanwhile, we've got Dustin Foran representing the Separatist Alliance with a wild 12 activation list. Let's take a look. He's got the super tactical droid, the normal super tac with aggressive tactics, vigilance, endurance, and comms relay. A regular T-series as well with improvised orders on top of everything. He's got 4 B1s with E5Cs. He's got 2 dwarf spider droids with attack protocols and nose-mounted ion laser. I believe the attack protocols are the double aim, or the one aim is worth 2 protocol, I believe, is what's being run there. You've got a Magnaguard as well being run. 1 unit of Magnaguard. And I think there's some B2s in here, if I'm not mistaken. No, it doesn't look like he's running any B2s. He's running Magnaguard with B1s instead. But it's 12 activations. It's really brutal list. Yeah, some folks are asking about last game. Last game we had a bit of an issue where we cut off before the end of the game. The red player, John Archicat, won that game. Currently we're watching both players deploy their armies. They're still in the turn 0 deployment phase. Got a passel of B1s being deployed by Dustin up here. They're probably going to take charge of that evaporator. We've got some Rebel troopers being dropped down by Ryan Leedy. Both players dropping their less valuable pieces first, I believe. Yeah, I apologize for that, Krugar, how it cut like that. What we're going to do instead now is I'm just going to let the stream play, and hopefully we won't have any issues with cutting off before the ending if I just let the stream play out. But again, I can't actually know those sorts of things just because of I can't actually see where the stream is at any given moment because of the internet issues we've been having here. So we're just going to continue working through that. The more we stream here, we got a lot of games to go. This is only game 2 of 9 games, which we're going to be streaming this weekend. It's a big weekend of Star Wars Legion. I don't know about y'all. I'm planning on being pretty burnt out after this weekend's over, but it's going to be awesome. Just a lot of good stuff going on here on this wonderful little table provided by Outrider Dan. His Las Vegas spaceport Star Tours table, and yes, those are Disney toys that he has used as terrain. He says he spent quite a while gathering them at reasonable prices to create a awesome table for our consumption here. So some more B1s getting dropped in. We've also got on our schedule a giveaway. We're going to give away a prize bag to one lucky player. We're going to give it away in about 40 minutes. We'll do a giveaway, 40 minutes. We're going to try to give that giveaway a long time for people to enter. We're going to try to give people a large window so we get the most possible winners in that. I know there's some issues with announcing giveaways and entering, so we're going to try to resolve those as time goes on here. But while we deploy, let's get a shot of the players. Let's look at them as they deploy their armies here. Oh, that's a good point. I need to turn on predictions, so I'm going to go do that while we watch these two deploy their armies. So in the foreground there, Ryan Leedy is the one who is currently leaning over the table and deploying his Wookiees, with recon intel, the ones not inside the buses. And on the opposite side, Dustin Foran on the left there of your screen, picking up more of his droids to deploy into the hemmed-in deployment zones. Okay, so that prediction should be going out. You can bet with your channel points now. Hey, welcome Big King Nasty. Welcome in Deck 104. Krugar, Mutant Mike, Mew & Co., all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic here. It's so great to see everyone coming out and supporting this stream. And of course, it's always fun to give away really nice things as prizes. The grab bag that we're giving away contains so many things. I have like a whole list, a whole sheet of paper that it's got all the stuff inside the bag. So what's in the bag? It's deployment markers, victory tokens, objective tokens, card sleeves, order tokens, silhouettes, a Grogu 3D print, and some magic dice, some of the wonderful official red and white translucent dice from AMG. So that's what we're giving away, a whole big bag of stuff. We're giving that away this round. And we're going to give that away in about 40 minutes here. So be online in the stream at around 11, excuse me, not 11, at about 2 o'clock Pacific time, 2 p.m. Pacific. We're going to give that away. And go ahead and we'll open it up at 2 o'clock. People can enter, and then once we finish getting all the entries together, we'll pick a winner, and we'll give that quite a bit of time for folks to take a look. Oral asks, how many Legion players at LVO? I believe 96, because we have 48 tables. So 96 players of Legion here. This is the largest Legion event ever. Ever. So no other Legion event has been as big as this. So taking a look back at our overhead camera here, you can see the bus has been deployed in the central position. Dustin's spiders deploying to counteract it. Those are ion spiders after all. Yeah, it's been so nice being here at LVO. So many familiar faces. A lot of the regulars who come out to these events. I've been able to say hi to folks and just you know, meet people again. No, I totally appreciate it, everybody. I really appreciate it a lot. Yeah, so there is no stream delay on currently at this time. The delay you're experiencing is drops from the internet here. No, the giveaway is not for another half hour or so, Griffey, so I would just stay tuned. We're going to enter the giveaway, or we're going to start the giveaway at about 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock Pacific. I believe we have I believe that's a tactical droid being deployed there by Dustin. Turn 0 soon to wrap up. Let's take a look at one of the low angles. So as you can see there, we've got the B1s on the left side of your screen and the Rebels on the right side. Those 2 units of Rebel troopers trying to move out to secure the evaporators. You can actually see the evaporators. There's one right in the dead middle of the table there that you can see. And there's another one off to the right behind the Star Tours vehicle. Yeah, the LCQ at Adepticon was smaller. That was around 80 players, I believe. Can I help you?
Sigmar and Sarah, or what's...
No, it's in all the 40K is in a different hall.
Sigmar, not 40K.
Oh, not 40K? Sigmar should be in there.
Should it?
I think so, in the Rio Pavilion, yeah. So I'm like the first person people see when they walk in the door, so they think I'm the guy who knows everything. So I was just helping some guy figure out where Age of Sigmar was. What lists are favored to win? I have no clue anymore. I know that Yoda is a big contender. Whether he has a saber with him or not, he's just really, really awesome. I think I'm the only one from 5th Trooper here. I mean, I'm not really from 5th Trooper, I guess, anymore. I mean, I love those guys. They're awesome, but I don't work with them anymore. Yeah, this is a really good table, or really good field for our friend here, the Wookiee player. Big fan of the Coke bottle terrain. Yeah, totally. I have 2 of those myself. I actually have 3 now that I think about it. One of them is a Sprite bottle, though. Possible to mark the position of the evaporators. Not at this time. I only have the low angle up so you can see them. But let me go ahead and switch back to the main camera. So if you can hear that yell, LJ just yelled it was 2 hours remaining and the game is underway. We have an orbital strike coming from Dustin. And I unfortunately did not see the command card of the Rebel player. But it is an orbital from the Separatists. I have a feeling that Dustin is about to shoot this bus down, or try to. Thank you, by the way, for the folks who are coming in with subs. I really appreciate that. That's so awesome. Blue should have Wookiees inside the buses, I believe. He might only have 1 Wookiee in the bus, and I think the red bus is the Reckless Driver bus. So here we go with an orbital for 3 hits. And a big block there if that was R2. I'm going to go check the position of the board real quick and also tell him to get that card out of the way. So I only want to bother you once about this leaving the card there. It makes it float across the camera.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So rolling
Yeah.
the dice on here is good?
Yeah, rolling the dice there is perfect, yeah. Who is that orbital against, by the way?
Those troopers.
Oh, those troopers over there. Okay, cool. So they were against some rebel troopers. All right, cool, cool. All right, I hope you guys heard that. So that was an orbital strike against some rebel troopers. Yes, endlessly helpful. I tried. So that was an orbital strike against some rebel troopers. Oh yeah, how could I forget Lucas? He's in 5th Trooper. He's here. So speaking of Rebel Troopers, we got Ryan squeezing some Rebel Troopers over there near the evaporator. So in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there is a moisture evaporator. So here we go with one of the ion blasters now. Firing at the bus, I'm sure. So impact, changing those to crits, so the bus will have to roll 3 against it. And it looks like the bus saved a bunch there. Looks like 2 saves for that bus. So the bus takes 1 wound and 1 ion token. So you can also see there is a unit of Magnaguard who are in position to put some hurting on that red bus. They are waiting to pounce with a rocket launcher. If I'm not mistaken, R2 might be deployed inside the Shriv bus, because I didn't see him on the field. There is, by the way, a unit of Wookiees in rapid reinforcement as well. All right, droid Spider shooting again into the red bus. Aim fire. Coming out with a few hits there, no crits to speak of. There's 2 crits, very nice conversion there for that droid Spider. So I believe that's going to be 4 for the bus, who rolls 1 block, so it's going to take 3 wounds and a second ion token, so that bus is now frozen. Frozen in place. So the Magnus will have a move shoot into the bus as well. It's going to be very tricky for that bus to do anything. Another unit of Rebel Troopers now exiting the vehicle. Or not exiting the vehicle, but they're alongside the vehicle trying to get to another evaporator, I believe.
Oh, okay, I could go get my headset too.
Test, test. Yeah. Hello? Okay, this works. Okay, I'm welcoming Timbo to the stream, I believe.
Yo, yo, yo.
So we can't really talk to the chat that much because the chat's lagging. So we're just going to commentate on the game and just talk. But this is Timbo from 5th Trooper.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes. Let me make sure you're... Can you talk again?
Check, check, check.
All right, I think I got you.
Oh, the chat will let us know in a couple minutes.
Yeah, they'll let you know. Yeah, they'll let you know. Just hold it close, and they'll tell us if they can hear you or not.
Yeah. What turn are we on here?
Is it still turn 1?
Okay.
There's an ionized bus right here.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. It's unfortunate. You never really want your bus to be fully ionized.
Nope.
You really don't.
Are the lists anywhere?
Yes. Let me type in the.
Oh, that's I could also I should just go on your stream.
They're in the chat command. I'm using the chat command because I. Oops.
Whoops. Yeah.
So that's the blue list, which is the Wookiee bus list.
Bunch of rebs with some Wookiees.
Yeah, a bunch of like 5 rebel troopers naked, which is just for pure activation frenzy.
I mean, 20 bodies is 20 bodies.
It's still 20 bodies, yeah. For what? 5 times 40 is
200 points.
200 points. So that's like a lot, actually.
That's a lot of thumbs for 200 points.
It is a lot of thumbs. And then that's the droid list, which is, let's see, 2 true droid snipers, an RPS, like 5 squads of battle droids.
This is pretty similar to a separatist list that I was running. Not here, but turns out spiders are good.
Spiders are real good. Yeah, it turns out spiders are good. So Timbo's here because he has a bye.
Yep.
Did you win your first game?
I won my first game, so I'm the first person into day 2.
Wow. So because you have the bye, you are the first. Congratulations.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep, and I even claimed a bounty, so I'm 2 wins and a bounty already.
Wow. So you're having a great tournament so far.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, man. Crazy day.
Yep.
Well, this ionized bus is going nowhere. And I'm pretty sure...
Are there Wookiees still in it?
Yeah, the Wookiees are still in it. They started inside. You can see that Special Forces token there.
Yeah, I figured they were in it. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool is if you could tell me whether R2 is in the bus or not, in the gray bus.
I can go check.
Yeah, can you check it out? I need someone to check it all out. I believe it's the generic super tac.
Yeah, R2's still in the bus, right? R2's still in the bus? R2. Yeah. Yeah, R2's in the bus still.
Okay, that's what I thought. R2 was in the bus.
He actually has, so his side door is open and he just has R2 sitting on the side door.
He's just chilling in there.
It's just off screen.
So I can't see it. That's why. Let me see if I can find it with the low angle. Let me switch to the ATEM.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. So yeah, you can see R2 there on the left.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty classic C-shaped firing position at an aggressive melee list.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the Revolutionary War. You just make an arc around whatever target you're trying to shoot, so everybody can shoot.
You want to charge us? We'll get every gun possible into range and just open fire.
Exactly. That's true. R2 could repair that bus and try to pull the ions off it.
I mean, we'd have to get out to do that, of course.
You think? Yeah, because they're not close enough, are they?
Well, but you can't do any actions in the bus, right?
Oh, that's true. You can't.
So
you have to get out and then do it.
You have to get out, expose himself to ion spider shots.
You're right.
Not the best situation.
No, definitely not. I'm loving the low angle camera shot so we can see all the really lovely miniatures. I'm all about it.
I mean, in a prominent "Welcome to Vegas" sign is always fun.
Yeah, always nice. This is LVO, baby. All right, we got some droids moving out. Moving out on the upper left-hand corner of your screen now. They're going to move forward towards that evaporator that you can see behind the Star Tours bus. There's an evaporator there.
Have any evaporators been touched yet?
I don't believe they have.
Okay. I mean, it's turn 1, so.
Yeah, it's turn 1, so.
Oh, looks like they can hear me.
Yeah, we know now. We know how long the chat is delayed. It's like a 3 or 4 minute delay.
Yeah. It's pretty significant.
Yeah, it's very significant.
I mean, this is exactly like streaming at home for me.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, usually I always put a minute delay base, and it usually just increases from there.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's because our upstream here in the Rio is not very good. That's why it's causing this increasing latency.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't help that there's what 5 different streams going out of the Rio right now.
Yeah, there's
Like
tons.
X-Wing,
There's so many streams.
X-Wing 40K AOS.
Yeah,
I mean, it's full play, full house.
they're using so much bandwidth
On top of all the just generic uses of internet.
of the internet. Period. Right? People looking at TTO and people looking at BCP and all the other pairing software.
Yep. I'm just seeing some chat. You are
Yeah.
monitored. Just 4 minutes later.
It's gonna be. This is why I didn't put the chat on the screen, and I'm like extra glad that
Yeah.
I chose not to do it this time.
Although, tip from me is I always put the chat on the screen so I know where people are at.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But
There, we got some Wookiees pushing up here now, trying to stay out of range of the standby of the B1 battle droids.
I mean that building / Star Tours bus is pretty ideal for the Wookiees to approach with. It's
Oh,
just
absolutely.
not dying before they can actually get there.
All right, meanwhile, we got Dustin figuring out how to avoid a Wookiee charge next turn.
Good luck.
I know, good luck. It's always hard to do, especially with droids.
Although there is that little bit of spacing that, like, this is always sort of melee units without force push. You always have that range, that closing from range 2 is always a little bit weird because
Yeah,
you want to be staying out of standby range, but also get melee. So
it's one of the more difficult things in the game.
I'm just seeing some chat now asking what I'm playing. I am doing Annie, Chieftain, Triple Wooks with 3 phase 1s and R2. So,
Sounds great. That sounds like a blue list if I ever heard one.
No, I mean, I'm only bidding 2 points.
Okay. You can still get blue with 2 points. Hell, Ryan Leedy has blue with 2 points here.
Well, I actually got blue first game.
Oh, hot.
I was playing against Ed Martinez. He also had 798. We rolled off, and he gave me blue. So.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you were feeling okay about that.
Oh, totally fine about that. It was a good time. Turns out Wookiees are good.
Yeah, Wookiees are pretty good. But not against Magnaguard.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Unless they're shooting Wookiees with Overwatch. Then it's like, oh, I got a double tap.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing Palp, Trip Do, 1 IRG, 2 snipers, and 3 stormtroopers.
That's cool.
The turn 1, though, I managed to get a Do down to 1 health left off of a Chieftain shot, a Wookiee range 2 shot, and a phase 1 shot. And now it sort of set the tone of the game.
Ah, I see.
I got up on attrition and never got behind.
All right, Dustin continuing to do some droid maneuvers here. Trying to get his V1s up there to the evaporator, which he seems to have done successfully.
That unit is definitely in Wookiee danger zone right there.
Yeah, Wookiees can definitely charge them, but I think that's a naked B1. So if there's a unit to charge, it's probably the least valuable unit to lose.
Just needs to be careful about sequencing, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't want to go with them first and let the Wookiees get in safely.
Yeah, you don't want the timing to be all wrong. Action passing back to Ryan. Let's see what he's going to do. I think the R2 bus might be making a move here. He's got his hand on the token.
I mean, I think it's possible, like, so that lattice-covered Star Tours bus, if you get behind that with the bus, I think it's possible you sort of get out of line of sight of those spiders with the bus, which would be a good thing.
Yes, it would be.
It'd be close, because that lattice is, like, I think it's on a I'm just looking at the table right now. I think it is, but it's close.
I think they're chatting about what terrain the bus could move over.
And just about everything, because it's quite tall.
Absolutely.
I think it actually could get on top of that garage, like on the far right side.
I think
of the
it
map
could
there.
too.
It's close. That garage is basically the same height as the bus.
Right. I think he's going to have to turn the bus in pretty hard to get it past that.
Well, the bus has reposition, right? So.
Oh, he took a dodge.
Okay. Well,
I think he decided not to do a second move.
Could it just be talking about moving for next turn, of course?
Yeah, that's true. Again, he's got 6 turns to get R2 into a hemmed-in deployment zone. He's not difficult to do.
He also they might have discussed, like, but you gotta hope right now that bus is not in line of sight of those iron spiders, because that it could easily get very trapped there.
Right. Because like the iron spiders are going to finish off this red bus probably.
Oh yeah.
And then once they finish that bus off, they'll probably try to pivot to chase the gray bus, I would imagine.
How many wounds are on that red bus?
The bus has 4 wounds
4.
out of 8. There's no gonks or anything.
Yeah.
But like gonk doesn't really help you against ion.
Nope. It helps you get the first ion shot, not the second. It's also very fun to shoot like Sabine with ion spiders.
Right.
Or Iden with the ID-10.
Iden with ID-10, yeah.
Just say goodbye to that shield.
So Dustin doing a little bit of pre-measuring here.
Got one? Yes, please.
He's got a sniper on the far side here of this the structure.
Thank you.
Judge adjacent.
Oh, this is loose.
Yeah, tight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you don't need that. Yeah, this one's already.
So I'm only going to announce giveaways in chat because of the stream delay.
Oh, the horror.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are we giving away?
We're giving away a ton. We're giving away a gift bag full of all of this.
Oh, there's a list.
This entire thing. There's a whole list. Like,
Oh, my.
Think about that. Like,
What, is this one thing?
it's
or-
one giveaway. So I
Oh.
have 15 of those bags to give away to people on stream.
Well, that is. I mean, I think people should stick around.
Yeah, they should. Hell, with the stream delay, by the time we say this, the giveaway will already be started. I'm willing to bet.
I mean, there are some exclusive things in here.
There really and truly are.
My. I mean, I had to pay for some of these things.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for these. These are free. These are free courtesy. And I'm even paying for shipping.
Oh,
I pay for shipping, so, you know, you pay nothing. I pay
Well-
for shipping.
free is good.
It's actually free. So Dustin's spider droid, or not spider droid, the BX commandos are hiding and waiting in the ambush.
I mean, that's basically what the whole list is doing right now.
Yes. I believe these are Magnaguards now underway. Probably going to position that RPS to shoot that red bus.
I would
that's what
think.
you do.
I would think so.
Yep, RPS into the red bus. Here we go. Just the RPS, impact 2.
Just impact 2.
Yeah, just. Spending the aim for no further result, but for 3?
He got it. Well, he got a surge.
Oh, he
so
got a surge,
critical
so
one.
critical 1. Ouch.
Turns out the rocket is good.
Yeah, Rocket's real good. So that bus is now on 6 wounds out of 8.
That's gonna break it too.
Yeah. That breaks the bus for the regular old damage.
I mean, as someone who played Saber Tank a lot, if you combine critical with impact in the same dice pool, it's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
But that bus only on 2 wounds left, like that's easily one iron shot away from yeeting it off the table.
Yep. All right, the bus does go. It's passing its damage test, but it's ionized, so it can't do anything.
Well, it will still compulsory move, right?
It still has a compulsory
Yeah.
move, that's right.
Yeah.
So it's got the compulsory move and nothing else. So it can still shift some Wookiees forward.
I mean, just a full straight maneuver
Yeah,
gets those Wookiees pretty close.
he's got a lot of options off a full straight. You see he's looking at range 2 now. He's
Oh yeah, those would because the front of that bus would probably stick just beyond that building.
yeah.
So those Wookiees would then get basically range 2 from that, 1 inch less than that.
This is actually awesome because I'm seeing a theory crafted scenario playing
Yeah.
out. Because as someone who's a bus player or who played the bus up until recently, this has been my theory craft, which is like if I have double ion, I at least get the compulsory, and at least on a short deployment like Hemden, I can get a charge off maybe.
I mean, and with the transport rules where if you take 2 moves, you can only get 1 action anyway.
Right.
Oftentimes that it'd be nice to be able to do another action, of course, but that 1 move is really the main job of the bus.
Yes.
In most cases, so.
That singular move.
I usually when I run bus, I usually don't have reckless driver, but this is a case where reckless driver is probably a good meta choice if you expect to see a lot of ion.
Right. So up goes the bus, off goes the windshield. I don't glue my windshield down either. Doesn't he get the reposition though?
I think he might have intentionally crashed the bus because that wasn't.
Oh,
a
he did.
full
He
move.
did. He crashed it.
Yeah, decided to take 1 damage to just not have to move up fully, which I think that's.
Oh, here's what he's doing. He's crashing the bus to avoid a standby.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's clever. He's like, okay, I don't want to take 2 damage and lose my bus
Yeah.
and take a free wound to my Wookiees.
Well, I mean, the wound in the Wookiees is less. It's the fact that they would be stuck out in the open for an activation, right? This way, even if the bus dies now, the Wookiees are free to activate without taking any shots, likely.
Right, exactly. That was a scary move.
Is that those are B2s at the standby?
No, B1s only, but they're E5C B1s.
Yeah.
They're still pretty scary. They still average a crit.
I mean, I'm sure he has a plan to get those Wookiees in, but you need to get those Wookiees in this turn, I would think. And there's
yeah,
plenty of
even if
units
there's
you can-
even if there's a standby from an E5C.
Yeah.
You
I think there's 2 standbys out.
Yes.
I think I might have just taken the full move there to get the Wookiees guaranteed to get them in this turn.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to take a standby with the Wookiees.
Oh, here's an E5C standby shot. Or no, the E5Cs are just shooting normally?
Yeah.
Normal shot. The bus. Oh. And that bus, I believe, is gone.
I think it's gone.
Okay, he has to do
Yeah,
the,
so he's putting the Wookiees down.
he has to do the disembark move now.
Well, so it's not a disembark.
Oh no, you just put him in
You
base.
just put them in base contact.
Oh no.
But what I think is critical is that that Wookiee will now be able to get into, like, that unit of B1s on that VAP is definitely within Wookiee charge range here. So these Wookiees should be able to get into a safe melee this turn, and that will they'll start the meat grinder.
Bag of this. What is this? Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
So the Wookiee's indomitable that, and they're going to try to double move charge, I think, but they're going to get hit by a standby on the way in.
I think you just have to accept that.
Yeah.
Because if you, yeah.
I mean, he could just shoot. He could just shoot, you know.
I mean, I think getting into the melee is the critical.
Right.
Because once you get, like, this droid swarm, once you get Wookiees in amongst it, they're just going to start munching.
Right.
And the Magnaguards on there's no Magnaguards on the side, right?
No Magnaguards on that side. They're
so
completely
these
vulnerable.
Wookiees can basically go do whatever they want on this side.
Stand by for a crit and a hit, and a block is rolled. That's a crucial block right there.
Keeps a model on the table.
Yeah, keeps a model on the board.
I love watching the chat laugh at our fun clips earlier.
Yes.
I feel like entering this giveaway. I won't.
All right. So if you're hearing me, I opened the giveaway at 5 o'clock. So you're in the future. So these are Wookiees charging B1s.
I see 4 hits.
Yeah, I see 4 at least. Which is actually perfect because you don't want to wipe the Wookiee.
You don't actually want to wipe the squad here.
Yeah. And he gets 5. So just shy of 1.
Which is perfect. Because now those Wookiees can easily attack and then move. I mean, Dustin probably wants to just back away from those Wookiees now to make sure that can't be done to him.
The problem is they're sitting on evaporator now.
Oh yeah, objectives.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still turn 1. Looks like he is gonna come forward though.
All right, I promise I'm awake now. I woke up. I was watching all the people typing giveaway.
I mean,
I got mesmerized by it. I was like, whoa.
I just found the full LVO stat sheet for all the list archetypes and stuff.
Awesome.
So I'm just reading through it.
Yeah, you want to read some of those out?
Wow. What do you think the over-under on AATs is?
The over/under on AATs?
Yeah.
I think I haven't seen a single one.
So there's exactly one.
Exactly one. Okay.
Exactly one.
Wild.
Yeah. That's a big meta shift in terms of there used to be a lot of them. But 67% of all the lists have a Force user.
Wow.
So that's another big sort of shift.
That's
in
a
the general.
huge shift. Like 2/3?
2/3, yeah.
Yeah, that was not the case in
No.
earlier tournaments.
No.
That's a huge meta shift towards Force users.
Yeah. And then these are a little bit more subjective, but melee heavy, 54% of lists.
Okay.
Gunline heavy, 57% of lists. There's obviously a little overlap there. And then vehicle heavy, 22% of lists.
Okay, so gun lines and Force users are like back in style, kind of.
I mean, I've also seen a few like Flyboy style lists, right? Luke, Han, and some Rebel troopers. That's a little bit more. That's back in vogue. No Boba Fett.
No Bobas.
So the Book of Boba Fett obviously hasn't had that much of an effect.
See, he was busy. He was busy acting.
Yes.
He was busy starting his acting career.
21 of the 25 CIS lists have Magnas.
Right.
And this is, and I quote, overwhelmingly double RPS. There's only one Electro Magna in the whole
Really?
tournament. So I think the sort of conversation's been pretty settled on that then. 19 lists feature Wookiees.
Okay.
So that's about 20% of the field.
Okay. So a lot of Wookiees. We sort of expected that.
Well, and I guess sort of the faction info, 28% Empire, 27% CIS, 25% Rebel, and 20% Gar. So
Yep.
pretty even overall. Probably the most even tournament I've seen in quite a while.
Definitely very even.
And then for people who hate bids, the mean average of all the bids, 2.79.
What? So bidding like ceased to exist.
I mean, so there's the lowest bid is 0, of course. 22 lists bid 0, so that's
22 lists bid 0.
25%. Highest bid was 14, and only two bids of 14.
Wow. So bidding is like really narrow now.
Yeah.
So you could get blue with a 4-point bid.
Well, with a 4-point bid, on average, you get blue.
You would get blue on
Like,
average.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That is crazy.
Oh, and then activation count, last stat I'll give before we get back to this. So the lowest activation, there's 2 7-act lists here.
Okay.
There's the highest is 12. There's only
Right.
4 of those.
Right.
And
Dustin has a 12-act we're
Yep.
seeing on the table right now.
The average for all factions is 9.66.
Wow.
So not even 10.
Okay.
Empire is 9.6. CIS is 10. Rebels is 10. And Gar is 8.5.
So it's all tending lower.
Yeah, it's sort of like one whole activation lower than averages used to be, I would say.
Wow. Yeah, because the average was like 10. It used to be
Yeah.
10 or 10.2.
I would say the average used to be closer to 10.5.
I'm pretty sure at not LSO SoCal, the average was 10.6.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So
And so it's shifting downward now.
I mean, there's a bunch of Yoda Padme, or like, there's a fair few Yoda Padme sabers here that are eight activations that are helping pull that average down.
yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, so and if anyone's in the Discord, all those stats are in the LVO chat for Discord if you want to go check that stuff out.
Yep.
So we have a winner for that giveaway.
All right. You claimed it.
Ho ho ho!
Cool, cool.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brent Tauntaun. Hold on just 1 second while I type something to him.
So I'm just going to take a gander by the table to get a real life look at this.
Don't worry, Mewinko, there's going to be more giveaways soon. Yeah, I've had to change it to where only the chat matters for the giveaways because of the delay. Because if I announce it verbally and people only pick up on the verbal, they're not gonna pick it up. Yeah. So what I do is I open it at a specified time, so like 2 p.m. regardless of what's going on stream. I open it, and then I let it run for about 10 minutes, and then draw from the people that entered.
So yes, the in-person gander gave no insights other than what we're seeing on stream. Bunch of droids looking at a building with Wookiees on it.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate as far as what the tournament spread looks like overall.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was the last stat that was interesting was the first round win rates. CIS went 60% in the first round. They were the highest. And Empire was the lowest, 38%. So a little bit of an oof for the new Empire, but I mean that is only one round, so not too important yet, but just a little interesting.
Not overly important. Yeah, the delay is like almost 12 minutes in some cases.
Oh,
that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is like streaming at home for me.
It's just not working that well.
But hopefully people stick around. Seems to be a decent contingent.
Definitely.
And at least the stream isn't stopping and starting. That's
true. It's just stuttering.
That's what really breaks
it. It's just stuttering a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're in the second round currently.
Yeah. Did you see what command cards are played?
Sorry?
Did you see what command cards are played?
No, I didn't.
Here, I'll go.
Yeah, go
I'll
ahead.
Go take a check.
Go check it out.
Okay, so we got Turning the Tide for the Rebs, and then Assault for the
I see to get orders to the buses for sure.
Orders the buses, and then Inspire could be a little useful here.
Yeah.
Or bus, sorry.
So the Ryan's Wookiee's continuing to move aggressively towards Dustin's Vaporator.
I mean, at this point, that's what he's got to do.
Yeah.
As of right now, his win condition is basically hold that evaporator.
Just needs to hold on to that Vap and not let it go.
Yeah. I mean, even if you just basically stand out of the whole game and force all those resources, and then R2 can get in.
Right.
So taking my in-person gander, that sort of the R2 get into the end zone play is definitely in the cards here.
Yes.
You got to deal with Magnaguards and Ion that are staring. But if you sequence it right, you might be able to get away with it. And also, like, if the bus, like, if in a turn, for instance, you, like, move the bus blows up. Well, R2 gets out with a suppression and a wound.
Right.
So you just got to keep some troopers around him, and then he can't get shot again. So you can easily make R2 pretty immune for sort of the final push, as it were.
Right, because of Shriv.
Yeah. Well, Shriv on top of all that, right?
Right, Shriv is actually on top of everything, yeah. Big Wookiee charge into some B1s there.
Yep. Turns out Wookiees are good.
Yeah, 6 hits. How many B1s will die? Not that many. Maybe 5?
I see 2 saves there.
Yeah, so 5 will die.
Yeah. Which again is perfect for the Wookiees.
Yeah, the Wookiees love it. That means they can't be shot.
Although I don't think that unit was activated, so gonna leave those Wookiees vulnerable.
That's true. That unit could withdraw.
I mean, you probably want to go with your other Wookiees so that they can hit the one guy they're in combat with and then try to reach one of those other squads with a gun.
Right.
Because there's not that many, like there's 3 B1 shots right now available, right? So if you can take one of those, like Wookiees can take 2 B1 E5Cs to the face and scoff it off for the most part. They'll lose probably 2 models off of that. But 3 is where that's sort of the tipping point. 2 to 3 is where you really start taking
Absolutely.
unmanageable damage.
Absolutely.
Losing one or 2 models is fine. Losing probably 3 models is not great.
Yeah, for real. All right, withdrawing now is Dustin, and a lot of shots could be coming the way of these Wookiees.
Yep. These shots here can be pretty crucial for the outcome of this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if these Wookiees sort of take this off, dust their shoulders off and are fine, that's going to be really bad for Dustin.
Yeah.
If he gets a decent amount of dice luck and takes a few extra wounds off these Wookiees, that could be really bad for Ryan. So you always reach those points in the game where it's on a knife edge and you can go either way, and I think we're reaching that point here.
We are absolutely reaching that point. A wild judge appears.
We don't talk about the circumstances of your win. We played a game and we won. Congrats. We've had games end quicker, so it's believable. Let's just not talk about fight game, because I don't need those kind of questions. You're fine. I should have said something. Are you guys getting snips?
So as you can see there in the middle of the screen, a mob of Wookiees are occupying that central evaporator. It's a whole big mob.
Big old furball.
And those the forces on the opposite side of the board on Hemden are I don't know where they're gonna go.
Yeah. Ryan has certainly got these Wookiees into combat, and that's the crucial test he had to pass. So.
So Dustin declaring shots now into some Wookiees.
Here we go.
And that's a whole lot of, wow, crits.
There we go.
That's many crits. Doesn't get much more. That could kill a Wookiee. More than just kill one Wookiee. I think that's like 6. Whoa.
Ooh.
It's a lot of damage.
So it takes 4?
4 wounds, yep.
Yeah, that's a little bit better than you'd probably expect if you're the.
This tends to happen a lot to these Wookiees. they just get in a situation where they end up getting shot.
I mean,
and if you're ever in that situation, you've already lost.
Yeah.
Well, sort of, maybe. It all depends. Interesting statistic from Sergeant Stryker there.
Oh.
And the Empire win rate is only 35% this tournament so far.
38.
38.
38 for round 1.
For round 1, okay, not 35.
He might have updated a little bit with the.
Okay, but 38%.
Yeah. And I mean, like we were saying, it's one round, so statistics aren't settled yet.
It's not exactly indicative of what the total outcome will be.
Yeah, but
it's interesting.
Certainly interesting.
It's a data point of some type.
The key is you need a couple more data points to start seeing the trend. And
exactly.
If they stay there, then obviously changes weren't enough.
Weren't enough, yeah.
But I mean, with this many Force users in the tournament too, like Empire often struggles a little bit against Force users in general, just spread safe faction in general, right?
Yep.
So.
Here comes the third set of Wookiees.
Just discussing intentions and all the good stuff.
Yep. Both players trying to figure out what a legal scale move is for these Wookiees here.
Playing with intention is always the best way to play.
That's right.
I caught myself before I even did anything today. I was like, this is what my intention is, and we went up. One of those things can't be done like that. So then I changed my decision before getting caught halfway through my turn, going, uh-oh. Sergeant Stryker saying he's just calculating his own. So I think there's a few games starting to trickle in this round. So I also pulled those stats were not my own. So I cannot validate their exactness or not.
So some Wookiee charging going on here for Ryan. Dustin having to take some more casualties here. Or no, I think that was just shooting.
Yeah, I think they just move shoot. He was out of range 3. He was outside of range 2, so he couldn't get the move charge, but he could get the
move shoot. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times with Wookiees, the approach path is you're sort of at range 3-ish. So you move shoot one turn, and the next turn you move.
That's right.
Because Wookiee shooting is pretty good.
Is this still only turn 2?
This is still turn 2.
Wild.
Yeah.
They might only get to turn 4 at this rate of play.
66 minutes left in the round.
66 minutes? Well, if things don't die. It's too high activation lists, so
Yeah,
that's kind of what you
that's
expect.
been the problem so far.
Yeah, with these high activation lists that face each other, that you're going to run short of clock.
I mean, also like generally melee and skill moves take some extra time too, right? So
Right.
Wookiees can slow things down. Sometimes they can be real quick.
So Dustin moving away and shooting, as you should.
See some paint there.
I see quite a bit. I see several hits at least.
This is the kind of stuff that Dustin needs.
And the Wookiees roll 2 surges.
Some paint, but not the right kind.
Not the right kind. Another Wookiee is lost.
So that unit's down to 1, just the unit leader, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I'll go check.
So Timbo checking the table out. We're going to do one more giveaway tonight during the last round.
That Wookiee unit gone? One unit shot? One unit shot, is it gone? So
We'll
actually,
have more
that unit
giveaways
is
tomorrow.
gone, actually. That was the final wounds for it. So that is a real good... so the Wookiee unit is gone. The one that he just shot.
Yeah.
So that's one Wookiee dead.
So a Wookiee unit
A
is
full
dead.
Wookiee unit. So
Okay,
that's
that's excellent for Dustin.
Really good result for Dustin there. So basically
Yeah.
traded a B1 squad for a Wookiee squad, which is a pretty good trade.
An excellent trade.
It took a few extra wounds last turn than I thought. Off of probably a standby, I think.
So like once Dustin if Dustin can shoot down all the Wookiees here, I think he's in great shape. Because
Oh yeah,
the only thing that's left for Ryan is R2.
I mean, Ryan really needs those Wookiees to just go ham over there to pull Dustin's attention away.
But he's caught between doing Evaporator,
Yeah.
which is what he's doing now, and getting shot.
Yep. Yep.
Like
Yep.
he's got the choice he has to make.
That's not a fun choice to make.
No.
I mean, I think it being only turn 2, I think I would make the choice to get the Wookiee safe rather than do the objective.
Yeah, same here.
You got to be cautious of time here, because
Yeah, time is running lower.
well, so it's 63 minutes plus a 15-minute.
right, so
warning-
you've got
warning
you got
period.
an hour and 15 to
So
make this work.
like you should be able to get 3 rounds in here.
Here's another shot into the Wookiees.
Oh.
Oh no, this is an ion. This is a droid
Yep.
shot.
Good old ion spiders.
Yep, ion spiders, and the Wookiees rolled double blank.
So just
I
keeping.
don't know, were those Rebel Troopers? Those are Rebel Troopers, I think.
Looks like it, yeah.
Yeah, those look like Rebel Troopers in the middle there.
One of the many, many rebel troopers on the table.
Yeah. Just getting vaporized by an ion spider.
I mean, that's what they do.
Well, ionized, I guess, technically.
Turns out they're good.
Yeah, turns out.
I'm gonna go through see what kind of results are starting to come in this round.
That Wookiee crowd looking a lot thinner suddenly.
Yeah, that happened pretty quick.
Yeah.
They have a lot of wounds, but with a large number of dice and/or a little bit of dice luck, you can really chew through them quick.
Wookiees are going to do the Vaporator and shoot, I think. Or try to move off for a charge.
I mean, I think I'd want to just get the Wookiee safe, because right now there's 4 units of B1s over there.
Yeah,
left.
you need to charge something.
So
I
the
think.
Wookiees should be able to, even if they can't kill all the B1s during the game, they'll be able to like keep them all tied up.
Yeah, I think a charge would do it.
Yeah. Because with 4 units of B1s, if you just kill 2 units of B1s and then the 2 units of Wookiees over there just tie up the other 2 if they don't actually kill them, then that VAP isn't ever getting done, which is a win for Ryan.
You see Dustin there contemplating what order token to pull, or what he wants to do. Whether he wants to pull a token or...
Yes, he's not cheating.
He's no, sorry. I realized I meant what order token to select, whether he's going to go to the bag or go to the field.
I think we all knew, but
yeah,
funny
hopefully people knew that I wasn't implying that he was going to look inside the bag and choose one. People should know better than that.
Yeah, and this game review is nice. You can see the whole.
You can see the whole board, the hall, the players. You can see virtually everything.
Kind of see us.
Kind of. We're back. We're in the back. You can see our judge staff up there in the upper left-hand corner, too.
Thanks to them. They're great.
Yes. They've been...
A 1 hour
There's
remaining.
the 1 hour call.
Also, good call in the last minute lighting upgrade.
Yep.
It looks very nice. You can tell it's going to be a long tournament where we're both sort of let the silence linger.
It's good though. It's good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I had a long travel day yesterday, so I'm still doing a bit of recovering.
Right. So really the... Oh, it looks like a backworld medic being used.
Ooh.
And
That's a lot of suppression there.
That's a lot of suppression.
Where is the super tactical droid?
The super tac is, I believe, up north with the Magnas.
Oh. Because I was going to say... Because the super tac 3-pip hasn't been played yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... I was going to say a double move bus here right, could be good because then the ion spiders are a little bit stuck, but I think what you do is you play the super tac 3-pip, get those recovered, and then you can spin them around and start shooting the bus point blank.
That's right. I think the spider should pivot here and start working on the bus.
Well, so that one though, I think it's tapped right now, so it could not pivot shoot.
Yeah.
Right, so
You would have to recover the nose gun.
but so this turn, although I don't know where those arcs are.
We could play the free recover, right?
Well, yeah.
Or
So
maybe
but I
he
think-
already played it.
I think. Well, I don't know. Yeah, but this turn, I think you aim, shoot, whatever, and then you play the recover card. Next turn, just flip around and shoot the bus.
All right, the players are going to call for a judge, so we'll be right back
Ooh.
real quick.
I'm just gonna stand and see what they're talking about.
Yeah, go ahead. And we're back. So we have the. It was just a question about whether the backworld medic had been errated.
Yeah.
Until it was just a question about whether it was costing an action or was
But
it
it's
was
just a
free
bit
action.
confused because plenty of errata
there
to
was
those cards.
Some small confusion there.
But we're back on track. We're all
Yep.
good.
Oh, we have to give a Legion hot take.
A Legion hot
A Legion
take.
hot take. Do you have any hot takes?
A hot take. Well, I mean, I keep giving very cold takes.
Me
but-
too. I'm like ice cold today. I have no like good Legion hot takes. I think it's hard to give a hot take when your mind is like really open to like the possibilities of what's good right now.
Well, we're sort of in a like the current field is pretty wide open.
Yeah.
It's also like there's plenty of units that are sort of in the mid category where they haven't really been tested enough to really know what'll happen. The one more hot take probably from this weekend is a lot of people are giving the Fluttercraft a lot more credit than.
That's true.
But like I think it's a unit if you are very good at visualizing the move paths, and/or played a lot of X-wing.
Right.
We were doing some sort of theory crafting over on a Discord a little while ago.
It reminds me so much of X-Wing playing
Oh yeah,
Fluttercraft.
because you can often like if you're outside of range, you have to line it up in the first turn. But you're outside of range 4, move, reposition, shoot, move, reposition, and you can get back outside of range 4.
Right.
And I think that's like if played very well with that play style, I think you have I think it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I think it'll take a very specific play style, but you can do some work.
So the Magnaguard moving back towards that bus, trying to threaten Shriv and R2. I think he's going to move back and throw a rocket at that bus right now. Yep, pointing at the
this is the
rocket there.
Perfect range here, range 2.
Yep.
Where you can throw the pistols and the rocket.
Right, the precision darts or whatever they're called.
Or whatever they are.
Yeah. They're just trying to figure out what kind of cover the bus might get from those large structures.
Yeah. Probably heavy. just
Yeah,
based on the
probably.
Top down.
All right, incoming Magnaguard shot. I see lots of natty crits.
Well, those are always good.
And there's 2 aims there, I believe. So Magnaguard's trying to
and-
carry here.
Impact 2, critical 1 on the shot as well. So
Oh,
this
gosh.
is looking good for
It's looking
Magna.
brutal. All right, he doesn't convert on the second shot, though.
So,
He points to impact 2, so I believe that's 5 for the bus.
but cover should go first. I don't know what they determined, but
Yeah.
so he rolls 5. Yep.
But he gets, big save.
2 wounds. So I think 2 wounds is probably average for that shot anyway. So
Yeah, 3 out of 5, though, for the save dice.
Oh yeah.
That's actually huge.
Oh yeah. I mean, once you roll those attack dice and you're rolling 5 defense, like that could easily been 4 wounds.
Yeah, that was intense. That's the kind of stuff that makes me hate my life when it happens. It's just
Well, see that yes. The worse than that though is rolling like 5 red dice and going 5 blanks.
yeah, of course. That is worse by far.
Looks like they're cleaning up.
They're cleaning up for the round, so they're going to start the next round pretty shortly here.
Yeah. So that round, I think, was pretty neutral, but killing those Wookiees was definitely an asset to Dustin.
Yeah, Dustin needed that. He's going to continue to need it now. He might consider playing the 1 pip here to force the token
I think
back.
there's 2 very good plays here.
Okay.
Right. I think the 3 pip.
Right.
Or the 1 pip.
Right. I'm feeling the 1 pip personally.
Especially with that rotate already with that Ion Spider, I think the 1 pip is the play.
Yeah.
Because 1 spider is going to get to shoot the bus no matter what, right?
Yes.
So you're only going to get half an effect essentially out of the 3 pips, so
That's right. Let's get a big shot of this bus here.
beautiful.
I love it. Look at that. So you got the Ion Spiders and the Magnaguards on the right, and the bus and R2 on the left.
R2 just hang on to that door for dear life.
And it looks like push versus, I think that's the 3-pip.
I'll go check.
Yeah. So what did he get?
So we were both wrong.
We were both wrong.
So, push on for the rebels. That was correct. But he played mechanized incursion.
Oh, so he can
So-
pick up the droid spider and get an order to the Magnus.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that's wild. We were both wrong.
Yeah.
We were thinking the super attack was coming out.
I think that's a good play. Yep.
Yeah, it's a perfectly valid play.
I mean that 1 pip can be used to some nasty effects, so some comms relays, etc. Because you get
Yeah.
that coordinate. Brent Tauntaun numbers catching up on chat. Sounds like it's surprisingly audible. I think that's talking about Brendan Franz.
I think he was talking about Brandon France.
He's
who
got
was
some good
yelling.
lungs.
He was yelling about 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some good lungs. 11 minutes.
Actually, we can
11
calculate that.
11 minutes ago.
So that means stream is on an 11-minute delay, roughly.
Oof.
Or a 10-minute delay. Because about 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Because
about
he
10
yelled
minutes.
60 minutes, and
Yeah.
it's 50 minutes now,
Yeah, so
roughly. So stream is on a 10-minute delay.
it's not the end of the world. I do it all the time.
So this is I believe what is that? Is that a Magnaguard or is that?
Looks like Ion Spider.
That's an Ion Spider,
Or,
yeah.
or maybe an E5C.
No, it's either an Ion Spider or an E5C. I think it's an Ion Spider into the bus because there's only 2 there. So a
if it-
save and a
Save and an
and a
Ion.
block. Yeah, but an Ion. There you go.
I don't think the Ion matters too much here.
It does not.
2 Ions would matter, 1 doesn't.
Yeah, the wounds matter more at this
Yes.
point.
Yeah.
He really
Well-
needs to blow up that Shriv bus.
Yeah. But also, like, if you have 2 Ion, it also stops Shriv, which is also, like, because you actually, if you can get Shriv to go before the bus blows up, that makes R2, as long as there's other stuff around, of course, immune for 2 turns,
Definitely.
right? Because if he has a suppression, then the bus blows up. That's 2 suppression, so 1 clears away. So you have another full turn of inconspicuous. No, it's inconspicuous, yeah.
Right, but inconspicuous is worthless if you have no other friendly units around. And
Well,
let
there's
them-
a couple of rebel troopers there that could go
They're-
run in front of R2. And
they can try their best, yeah. I don't think they're going to have much success there.
I mean, turn 3 already. I think you're starting to go into all-in mode.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, with Wookiees, that's often what you have to
Well,
do.
these rebels could panic right here. Or no, they're next to Shriv.
They're
Never
next to
mind.
Shriv, yeah.
Never mind. I thought they could panic. But they have Shriv as their commander.
Yeah, if they would have panicked, that would have been real bad.
That would have been super bad.
But, I mean, at this point, like, you're already, like I said, looking for all-in plays because you're going to win and you're not.
Yeah.
And, I mean, with Wookiees, you're often looking for those plays anyway because they're very spiky, right?
Yeah, Wookiees can do nothing sometimes, and they can do like 9 hits without aiming.
I mean, and both in list building and play, like Legion right now is very min-maxy,
Yes.
right? And I think the middle road is often the worst road rather than min or maxing. And I think
Yes.
in this case, you go, here's my win condition, hold this VAP, and keep threatening and or even get R2 in. So you just got to go all in on that.
Yep.
And I mean, we only have 45 minutes left in the round, so we're probably like, it might be round to 4 round game, more like probably 5 rounds. So
But I won. Yeah, but I won. Yeah. I mean,
players engaged in some serious contemplation right now.
Well, we're reaching a very crucial part of the game here.
Looks like Magna's into the bus now.
I think that's a good play.
Ooh,
That looks good.
shots. How long can the bus weather this punishment? Do Magnaguards have a gear slot?
They do.
They
I
do?
think. I'll check. Sorry, I said that quickly. I'm not too sure. They do not.
Okay.
That's probably good.
That was, yeah, I was thinking like you could put targeting scopes on them. Yeah. They'd probably be super hot. That bus just took 4 wounds and it's down to seven wounds. So it's got one left.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was a huge Magnaguard rocket shot into the bus. But it didn't quite kill the bus off.
Did they roll for the damage?
Yeah, they rolled for the damage. It was the normal kind.
Oh, okay. Which
Just regular old, which
I mean,
is
with
like
one,
fine.
with one ion though.
Yeah.
The one ion plus the
The
damage
action
is
action
like,
removal.
well, it's also like, oh, you get to do a thing or really don't.
Yeah.
Still gets a move. But CIS at this point is definitely a sort of like can be made into a very anti-armor faction.
I feel like that last spider should actually turn to the other side and
Yeah.
start shooting Wookiees.
Yeah. I think between Magnaguards and Ion, you have more than enough to deal with R2.
All right, that's the bus rallying, I'm pretty sure.
So won't get an action, but we'll get a compulsory.
Yep.
We'll see where he wants to drop R2, basically, is the question. Oh, no, this is the Shiv
Oh, those are
bus.
the rebel troopers in the back. Okay.
Well, okay. But also, I just realized this is the Shiv bus. It doesn't get a compulsory move.
Oh,
So it's stuck there if it doesn't get to
right. It's going to be stuck if it loses an action.
Yeah.
There is no compulsory on that bus. It's no reckless driver. So things go from bad to worse.
Yep. But yeah, CIS can just anti-armor all the way because they have the best ion in the game. A lot of their units have decent critical or impact values, and also be like when you have 6-man bodies instead of 4, that just those extra dice is extra crits, right?
It looks like, I'm not certain of this, but there's like an aim and a dodge on that bus. It's really strange.
Might be on R2.
It might be on R2. What's that, Brandon? Okay. Your strong lungs. Yeah.
Like,
Oh, did I hit the mic?
well, no,
A little bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about any lung problems or asthma,
Nope.
fortunately.
All right, so Shriv put a dodge on R2. Tactician looks like it put an aim on R2 as well.
Okay.
I'm like, where are those tokens coming from? And I'm like, oh yeah, he has Shriv and Tactician.
Where do they come from? The bus that
The
just
bus
does
itself, it just does that.
Did we get a count on buses for the weekend yet?
I don't think so.
I didn't see one in the.
Well, I think we had a couple of wagers going on how many it would be.
I feel like they were sort of a middling value because they weren't in the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there's like an 11-minute delay
Oh my god, really?
on the broadcast. Yeah, so it's
Terrible outbreak, and then there's also like 5 or 6 changes going on.
Right.
So
Right. Not gonna make anything better.
nope.
So they probably heard 60 minutes, and these guys were like,
well,
it's
that's
45.
how we knew because we saw he commented.
Yeah.
Oh, he has good lungs. It's like, oh, it was at 49 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
All right, so the Wookiees are swinging into action for Ryan here. They're gonna go in and charge again.
Game
This-
kind of rests on these Wookiees over here.
Absolutely, those Wookiees can deny that Evaporator, and R2 can score. It's gonna be problematic.
They look like they're meant to be played. They have my attention.
The only problem with them is their stupid antennas.
They're what?
Those antennas, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I give up on those kind of things. When they break, they break. I just paint over them.
So you got the Wookiees charging those B1s behind that
They have like 17
behind that building there in the front of your screen,
One of my buddies,
sort of in the front there.
Yeah.
he took all the spears and cut them before he built them. Yep. So they're just waves instead of spikes. He's like,
Big Wookiee charge there, actually. And those B1s are toast.
wow.
So I believe that's going to be 7 wounds to those B1s.
Also turns out Wookiees are good.
Oh, I suspect it highly. After doing the storm time testing against Bushman, we just run into Bust when it was good with Wookiees. And I was just like, and the new Wookiees. Were like, play with it.
I think that was a full clear of those B1s from the
That helps Ryan out.
a lot, yeah.
Because that VAP is now like 1 point to Ryan, right?
Yes, because it's only got 1 wound left on it.
So that's like that's really the win condition at this point. Like
Yeah.
R2's a distraction at this point.
Yes.
It's that VAP is the key point of this game right now.
I'm not entirely sure what Dustin can do about it. I'm not entirely sure what Dustin can do about it at this point.
I was playing shooting ones with the old bus and targeting scopes.
Money.
It was
Transport's going way better. Way better since the gap. Since the first gap launch, it was just like, why am I transporting? I mean, I'd throw flamethrowers at them.
I mean the first gab I was like, arc snipers are just gonna pick off a wound off the gab every time, and also take a wound off its other side.
That was my
Okay,
like it was fun. It was fun at the time, but it was pre-pandemic stuff. But I would run the gap with aim move shoot or move aim shoot. I'd run the gap with that, and run pulse. Because you're gonna want to put all your sight. And then you're gonna get flame on, and now you're not. You know, like it's just a very offensive push ramp, and it either works or it doesn't.
So there is an evaporator near the center Coke can. You're right about that.
What? Oh, maybe. Or maybe he just wanted to see better what was going on.
It is always funny commenting like this.
Yeah.
Because half of them it's like, oh, I'm used to seeing streams like this.
Yeah.
But then also like you're trying to tell people who want to actually see the different part of my brain. Slightly different.
Got some rebel troopers now shooting at snipers.
Yeah, I always think it's cool. I have some layout and stuff. I'm just not dedicated enough to like actually do anything.
Aimed up for 1 crit. Snipers take a wound.
You what? The what? Oh yeah.
So the answer is there is a evaporator next to the Coke can in the middle, and so that one is actually very hotly contested as well. I need to check again how many wounds are on that one. Looks like it's still just 2 wounds for that evaporator, so that evaporator is neutral. So it really looks like the Rebel player is controlling 3 out of the 4 evaporators.
Yeah, Rebels are playing how they do best, winning the objective. And
Yeah, they're just scoring all the objectives. So Rebels are definitely ahead in this game by a fair shout.
The Rebels are also being a bother on a second.
Yeah. They're ahead for sure.
Dustin's like in the center there.
Yeah.
They're not controlling it, but they're being a bother at least.
Yeah, they're being a big bother because your choice is do the objective or shoot them, and they seem to be resisting being killed.
Yep. I mean, 20 bodies of Rebel troopers will do that.
Yeah. Hemden is just so hard to win as droids against Wookiees, especially when you've got a huge threat in the 3 Wookiees, and you've got another threat in the Shriv bus.
Yep. I mean, and with R2 being in the Rebel list, you are forced to split on sabotage. The
Exactly.
droids up, right?
Exactly.
If you seed an R2 point automatically, that's on sabotage. It's just not a good result.
And really, R2 is really effective on sabotage because of that. There's only so many points that can be scored.
Oh yeah.
There's only 4 points per side.
Well, and it's like, and with like, at least with, I mean, both with like sort of battle lines and hemmed in, you got a close objective for the Wookiees, and also huge zone for R2 to score. So you on sabotage in particular, you have to sort of spread thin, and if you don't want to be doing that, it's just R2 is worth way more in those cases than to others.
Exactly.
Just over 30 minutes left in the round.
Yeah, so with 30 minutes left in the round, like, what do you think the chances are for the droids? It's not very great for them, I don't think.
No. I mean, like, the droids' battle plan right now is attrition, and having not that many rounds is just not good for them.
Right, and this is only, what, round 3?
This is round 3. I mean, they should be able to get to the 5th round.
It is very bloody, though,
Oh, yeah.
and it's definitely been action-packed. Like, it's not like things aren't dying and things aren't getting shot, and neither player is stalling. Like, they're actually going for it. They're just taking a little bit too long to make the choices, to roll the dice.
Each decision and each action is just a tiny little bit slow.
Yeah.
And all that combined together. And
That really can be.
at least neither one of them is actually, like, neither one of them is, quote, the slow player.
No.
They're playing at each other's speed, at least.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
But yeah, like, there's also that 15-minute grace period at the end. So, like, they should be able to get to a 5th round. But if it's a little bit slow, it might just be 4. Because they got to get to the start of the 5th round in half an hour, basically.
So Dustin choosing to withdraw the remaining battle droid leader from his from that melee that those Wookiees entered and did 7 wounds. And now these rebels in the lower left-hand corner of your screen are going to come around the corner and try to get something done.
Yep.
They're just going to add even more pressure to this Wookiee situation.
I mean, Ryan's less than the 5 rebel troopers is a little bit unorthodox, but it just adds so much weight of bodies that
Absolutely.
the Wookiees push forward and the rebels sort of pushing behind.
And we've got an aim shoot coming from B1s, I believe.
B1 shooting. We're in Vegas. It's a big old slot machine.
It is a slot machine. Ooh, nice convert.
There we go.
I think that's crit hit on the
I
convert
mean,
there.
aim shoot's like a slot machine where you can touch the dials a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. At least it doesn't take all your money. It only takes some of your money. Oh, big save there. So 4 wounds.
4 wounds, yep.
Yeah.
Continues to just whittle them down.
Just trying to continue to whittle these Wookiee models, but I think it's too little too late. I think the Wookiees have the weight of their wounds.
Well, even just sort of based on positioning, like the droids. Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a quick pick, but I don't think that B1 squad is a move tap the objective away. Sort of
They're
right
not.
At the top. No.
I guarantee you they're not.
So like that especially really screws up the Separatists. 30-minute warning if you couldn't hear that lovely voice.
Yes. So 30 minutes left in the round. Wookiees charging for just 2. And finishing off a battle droid there. Putting another wound in that evaporator as well. So now Ryan's got that evaporator worth 2 points.
That is that's pretty death knelly right there.
Yeah, because if he's got 3 evaporators on 2 wounds, right?
Yeah.
That's no points for Dustin essentially.
This is not looking great for.
It is
droids.
not.
I mean, when I showed up, it was looking lovely battle line lovely formation, ready to spring an assault, and then the Wookiees turned that assault or ambush around and
Right.
ripped some droids apart.
They really did.
That building, that big building with the bus
that
on top of
that
it,
building with a bus on top
that's
is like
been the crucial
it's
piece of terrain.
it's Wookiee heaven.
Yeah.
It is Wookiee heaven. Can't win today.
One camera into another. There we go.
Yeah, R2 is probably a non-factor at this point because of the Magnaguard.
Oh yeah, I mean the thing about R2 in a lot of games is, so he's a quote non-factor, but his factor is that he's pulled those units away from the fight.
Right. He's forced you to spend 2 ion droids and Magnaguards not shooting
He's forced
Wookiees.
almost a majority of the offensive power. Of
He really
the
has.
Separatists
Yeah.
into.
So like all of Dustin's like really good units at attacking are all over there dealing with R2.
Yeah. So like, and then if at this point he were to completely abandon R2 and try to shoot the Wookiees, well then suddenly R2 scores anyway, right?
Right.
So you're caught between a rock and a hard place very much here. Like, I almost wouldn't hate R2 like jumping out of the bus, engaging those Magnus.
Me either.
Just
to keep them pinned.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be like, I'm the really annoying droid that you have to deal with.
I mean, and odds are R2 survives one swing from Magnus with, maybe not odds, but a little bit of dice luck.
With a little luck, he does survive
Yeah.
a swing from Magnaguard. Now these Rebel troopers are running past those B1s in the middle there on that evaporator. They're actually not going to. They're not going to contest it, I don't think, because he's like, I've already contested 3. I don't need to contest 4.
I wonder what he's doing with the.
Yeah, I wonder.
Seems like an odd place to put the. Like it might be double moving, so. But
Yeah, he might be moving again.
like,
I think the action's gone back to Dustin though.
No. I'm not too sure what the idea is.
Yeah.
He might be trying to shoot something in the open. No, that's Iron Spider.
I personally would have entered melee and pulled those
Yeah,
B1s
I was
off
exactly
the
what I was
point.
gonna say. Just keep tie up. Just tie up at this point. Just tie.
Yep. So droid spider underway, going into range 4 of some Wookiees.
Another fun fact from the stats crew: one Grievous hasn't made an appearance at the tournament.
Just one?
Just one.
Wow.
One snail tank.
Yeah.
Orca's the idea, right?
All right, R2, yeah, R2 getting out of the bus.
Oh.
Here he comes. So R2 gets out and just advances into the hemmed-in zone to score secret mission.
Has he claimed secret mission?
I think he just did.
Because there is a bounty on killing an R2 with secret
With
mission.
secret
already
mission.
claimed.
Oh yeah, so Dustin could get a bounty off of this. Well, to be fair, VAPs can be boring and uninteractive on long deployments.
VAPS often is boring and uninteractive. It doesn't always end up that way.
This is one of those weird games where it's like it's a really close deployment, and so everything is near everyone.
Yeah.
Everything is near everything else.
For sure. I mean, also, if someone's strategy to win VAPs is, I'm going to go take one of your VAPs, suddenly it's interesting.
Right, suddenly.
Right? Like, if your strategy is win on kill points, that's usually what, like, if both players have that strategy, that's usually where you often get intense but interactive games.
Right.
Yeah. So that's another round complete. We've got 23 minutes left on the clock.
And this is round 4 now.
We're going into 4, yeah.
With 23 minutes left. I guess R2 did not claim secret mission?
Well, it might be on his card.
It might put it on the card,
I'll take a secret look.
Please do. Thank you. A secret look for the secret mission.
So I don't see a victory token anywhere.
Okay.
They might have verbally declared it.
Right. That R2 just played Blast Off.
So I'm sure he's probably going to claim it if he hasn't already claimed it. They could have verbally declared it. We can't really hear them. So.
Yeah. I'm just going to go take a look at what Dustin's command card was.
That's good.
So it's they too will suffer. That's the command card. It's the one that makes you throw a token back. Do you mind if I can read they too will suffer, Dustin? Thanks.
Well, which card is it?
At the end of the command phase, your opponent must choose one of their core, special forces, support, or heavy units with an order token if able, and return it to their order pool. The first time your opponent would draw a random order from their order pool this round, you may force them to draw a token with a rank of your choice instead.
Yeah, it's a fairly complicated, but sort of a Palpatine light effect.
Right, it's Palpatine light. Thank you, Dustin.
Against some armies, it is crippling.
Yeah, it
Some
really
don't
can
really
be.
care. So in a situation where you have, like, for instance, a Wookiee who needs to get an ambush off,
Right.
you can, like, if they play ambush, that's the only order on the table, get that order out of there. Whereas in a situation like this, where it's only an operative getting the order, well, then it stays on the table. The effect then, though, is you can, like, so right now he's probably going to select a core unit to go before he has to go to the bag. So that just sort of delays those Wookiees
Definitely.
a little bit.
It's like a very simple single die.
I mean, as long as the cord rips out of the computer and the computer doesn't come off the table. I trip over cords all the time.
We just got you COVID tested so you can go home. We can't kill you.
Magnaguards are charging R2D2 here. That was a
Well,
huge priority win.
This will be fun.
Yeah, that will be fun. I think you've denied secret mission with this.
So, if I were Dustin, I'd really hope he declared a secret mission because there's a bounty on the line.
There is a bounty, yeah. If he declared it last turn. There's the Magna charge.
Not
Not the best. But there's aims. Ooh, there's
so that's 6.
that should kill.
Well, so he's going to dodge 1.
Oh, he's dodging 1. So there's a
I-
chance that he
Right?
lives.
So he's rolling 5. So he's got to save
5.
2.
He's got to save 2 here. Oh,
Yo, I see 2
oh, I
there.
see 2. Oh no. Oh no.
So R2's going to live, and he has disengaged.
No. R2. No.
Blast off's a good card.
War crimes.
I mean, I think the war crime was attacking a defenseless robot, but
I guess. This poor droid.
poor droid being bashed in the head by other droids.
Yeah, that's just insult to injury.
Yes. Yeah, he can't even claim the bounty or the fun win or anything.
Yeah.
And I think he has a decent route to just get to safety now with blast off.
Yeah, with blast off you can just jump. You can jump over the bus.
Yeah. Well, I think you do a speed 2 move and then you jump sort of like where that bus and that garage meet.
Yeah.
There's a little area there that you can get pretty safe there.
Yeah, I agree. So again, it is Ryan Leedy for the Rebels, Dustin Foran for the Separatists, Sabotage, hemmed in, Rapid Reinforcements. We're in the 4th round. And now they're doing a judge call. So we'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Oh, they didn't?
No, but they had some on the short track.
Okay.
I'm trying to find someone who might have a crush on Rachel.
Okay, cool. All right, so we just came back to another Wookiee charge, and another slab of battle droids being removed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 being removed. It's another Wookiee charge and more battle droids being killed.
Did you get a response on the Dutch call?
I did not get a response to the
so
Dutch
he's
call.
just asking if you can move troopers through a melee. Basically.
Oh, okay. So that's something that
yeah,
that's a
and
common
yeah.
point of confusion.
The point of confusion is often now that there's so many dewbacks in the like creature troopers can't because they
Right.
cannot they have to displace and you can't displace them. So regular troopers are all good though.
Oh.
There's miniature holders.
maybe after the game.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because we're coming down to it.
Oh, I actually know exactly what it is. I'll talk about it after.
We've got about 15 minutes left in regulation, plus 15 minutes time in the round.
Yeah, they have to get through because it's rounds. Like you have to finish round drawn at the 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got 14 minutes to get through this round. Otherwise, this is it.
Yeah. Otherwise, that's it. And I think they're gonna do it.
I think so. This round's gone pretty quick.
Yeah. This one's.
Now that a bunch of B1s are dead.
They're speeding up. Yeah. Now that the Wookiees are clearing out all the
Well, I
B1s.
mean, now that most of both armies are dead.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Droid Spider shoots Wookiees. And attack protocol into those Wookiees there on the Vaporator.
At this point, for Ryan, it's a game of cut all the thumbs off. He doesn't really care if those Iron Spiders survive. 'Cause
Yeah, he doesn't anymore.
they can't really help at this point.
They can only kill Wookiees. That's all they can do. That's 5 wounds to the Wookiees over there.
I mean, that's a decent chunk.
Definitely. But it doesn't alter the fact that those evaporators are undone.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the rebels have it at this point, but I don't want to.
I mean, you never want to call it till.
Yeah, you never want to call it till it's actually over.
But let's say that Dustin would have to pull off quite a play that I don't think either of us see right now.
I think so, because I'm not seeing it myself.
I mean, just based on movement speed alone, I don't think he can get enough troopers there to do it.
Yeah.
Because he needs 4 taps on that one evaporator, and he can get 1 right now, possibly.
Wow. So those rebels in the middle there just rallied and rolled a double crit against the battle droids.
That's just an exclamation point on the game there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So they just shot that one remaining battle droid next to the evaporator. Oh, what a move. Pure skill, right?
Yeah.
Rolling double crit.
Oh yeah.
To the point where both players actually applauded for that roll.
I think that might be just a touch of sarcastic applause.
Yeah,
from,
definitely sarcastic applause, for sure. For sure.
Sometimes the dice just like to point out that they're the gods.
Yep. So more Wookiee offense here. Dustin getting the droid spider out of the bag. Maybe he can finish off the battle bus with it. So declaring the attack into the bus.
Anything exciting happen?
No, just the dwarf spider's trying to kill the bus, and the bus blocked the one crit. He just cannot seem to do it.
I mean, he's killed 1.78 or 1.81 buses. So
Right, he's killed almost 2 buses. R2 is going to jump out of that melee
Say bye-bye.
And say bye-bye and go for secret mission.
oh, he's going that way to get safe.
Yeah, he's going that way to get safe.
I mean, he's pretty safe that way as well. So I mean, especially like if R2 can go before those Magnas, he's gonna stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Magnas just run, like they do like a quick little jaunt to the side and shoot. I don't think they go for after the bus. I think you have to kill the secret mission off. There's no other choice for you.
Well, yeah. At this point, like on top of all the other problems you have,
Right.
like secret mission's another victory point, right? Like there's just so many problems for the droids right now.
But at least the Magnaguard are unhindered, so they can go over those trees.
Yep. Seven minutes left.
Yep, 7 minutes left in the regulation time.
So should get a 5th round here.
Yep. So I got the Shriv bus, which is damaged. Let's see if he gets an action here. He gets 2 actions.
Yep.
Very nice. So an Orthodox tactician goes off. The bus can like give an aim to itself and an aim to the rebel troopers nearby.
Woohoo!
And it can move.
Is it just gonna try to run those Magnas over and try to do some wounds?
No, they can't do that because it's not a reckless
Oh,
bus.
it's not a reckless bus.
Yeah, it's not reckless.
Although, so you could just sort of park the bus between the Magnas and R2, both for line of sight purposes and also like charging purposes, right? That's probably the best play you can do with the bus right now.
Definitely.
But I will watch.
Oh, he's gonna run over the Magnaguard.
Oh, he might
with
just run
his
over them as he
bus.
goes by.
He's gonna run over
suppression
them.
for
Yeah,
fun.
for suppression.
Fun times.
Yeah, just for fun. Oh, also for inconspicuous, maybe.
That wouldn't affect anything.
No, you're right. It won't affect anything. Oh no, it will because of Shriv. He also can.
Oh, did he run over R2? Oh yeah, he could run over R2.
Oh no, look at this. He's moving. He's moving.
So he can move over R2 and then.
Well, no, he's moving to block.
Yeah, like I said, yeah. So just between. So
yeah, he's
that-
moving to block R2's line of sight.
Yeah. Well, line of sight, but also now the Magnaguards can't get to R2, right?
Right. So he repositioned, moved, and then repositioned again and moved again.
Yep. That's a pretty good play.
Yeah, pretty good play there from that bus. That was a pretty wild maneuver there.
I mean,
I'm-
those
I'm
buses can
amazed.
really move.
They
With-
really can.
With reposition.
They're
they
like
can-
ballerinas.
Wow, it's like a big old drift competition. They can
Definitely.
go right around a corner.
Definitely a drift competition for sure.
And because they're on the reposition on round bases is good enough. Reposition
Absolutely.
on oblong bases gets you some pretty janky little things you can do.
Yeah.
I'm excited for hopefully eventually see a oblong base with a strafe at some point because that'll be hilarious too. Three minutes left.
Yep. Never give up, never surrender. I kind of believe in that too.
I mean, yes.
unless it's absolutely hopeless.
I mean, if this was a tournament based on MOV, I would 100% be
Right.
advocating that, right? In this case, it's SOS, so it doesn't matter quite as much. But I think that attitude is a good one to have.
I think so too.
We came here to play. We want to play.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You didn't come here to give up and not play.
Yeah. So.
You know, you came here you got to get your money's worth, you know.
Yep.
So you got to just play it out.
Yep. And I mean, wilder things have happened, right?
Yeah.
You throw a couple, this game, if sort of maybe a turn ago, throw a couple shots that are like 8 crits or something. Suddenly the game can turn around pretty quick. So, never give up, never surrender. But also, I always try to stick to the adage of sort of always try to do things that increase your odds of winning.
Yeah, you always want to do that.
Right?
Don't actively make mistakes.
Yeah. I mean, but also it's like, well, I have no good options here. Well, what's the best option? And
I've often said to myself, don't be aggressively terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Don't be that way.
Getting pretty close to time here. We're running right up against it. Just over a minute left.
So someone's asking who's co-casting. So it's Timbo from Fifth Trooper.
Hello.
Yes.
Yep.
From the glorious country of Canada.
Yep. All the way up north. Had to drive
Yep.
through a blizzard to get to the airport.
The Great White North.
Tim, so I assume you lost. I'm ready for hard wording. You won your first game, right? What? You won your first? Oh no, buddy. I'm here for a good time. I don't like that. But did you win your first game? No. Oh. I thought you won your first. No, we're done. Well, no, we're not done. Every round you play, you get more swag.
Comes some rebel shooting, I think.
There's 10 seconds left.
Second left. And the battle droids now saving one but taking 2 wounds. That's time in the round now.
That's time, so that'll be it.
15 minutes.
Star Wars Legion players, it is overtime. You have 15 minutes to finish the round you are on. Star Wars Legion players, you have 15 minutes to finish the round you are on. Then hard dice down.
I wonder if they're going to start a new round because that's the end of the round.
That is it.
That's it. I think that's just it, and I think the rebels are going to take it down based on.
I also, if I were Dustin, I'd use that opportunity to.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's the handshake.
Good game.
Yeah, the trash can saved out of the Magnaguard charge, and that was quite the game.
Oh yeah.
Quite the game.
So showed off the strengths of sort of all the respective units.
It
very
definitely
well.
did. Absolutely did. So those are our players, Dustin and Ryan. Dustin on the left, Ryan on the right as they clean up and fill out the match slip. A great game for both players, I felt. Really showed you the strength of Rebel Wookiees, showed you the strength of R2 and a Shriv bus.
Also showed you strength of Iron Spiders,
The
strength of Magnaguards.
Absolutely.
They just weren't quite enough in this matchup.
Definitely.
Also showed you how B1s are very annoying to deal with, just with the amount of bodies they have.
Right. It took the Wookiees like 3 turns to chop through all those
it
B1s.
took 3 units of Wookiees the entire game, basically.
Basically to kill off a B1 blob, and didn't do it. They didn't do it fully
And
either.
yeah, exactly. Right?
Yeah.
So
They did not do it fully either.
had those Magnaguards been over with the B1 blob, this whole that would have been a very different game.
It absolutely would have been.
R2 would have had a more likely chance, a more easy path as well, but those Wookiees wouldn't have been able to just tear through the B1 horde unopposed.
That's right. All right. Well, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back in a few minutes, maybe 3:45. I think they're going to repair.
3:45 is reconvene.
They reconvene. Okay, so we're going to be back in about 15 minutes or so.
And I'll be playing a game.
Yep, and you'll be playing, and so I'll be alone again. Boo-hoo.
Aww.
Sad face. All
Yeah,
right.
cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for casting with me. We'll be back.